don't cure the herpes.
You mean the ones that I have or the ones that you have?
God help us, Lord. You know what? It ain't me, brother. It ain't me.
That you know of.
Welcome, everybody, to the Jamby Show Season 3, 2021. We are rising up on Thanksgiving, which is always, for me, not a big deal. I would like to welcome everybody to the Jamby Show and welcome back Ryan Sweet to the show. One of the original masterminds and co-hosts of this show. So this is pretty cool. And we're getting things back in order.
Well, it's good to be back, Jimmy.
Yeah. So how you been, man?
I've been all right, man. I've been all right.
Yeah.
We've all been living through the pandemic, and I lived through it. I'm alive. I'm kicking.
Now, did you ever get COVID?
Did not.
Oh.
Did not get COVID, but I did take the shot being a medical professional.
Yes. He's an
mandated, and so, yeah.
Like Gaylord Fokker.
Yes. I prefer Mr. Fokker to you. All right.
But that's cool. And then, you're in this new relationship. So that's fun.
Yeah. Actually,
that's fun.
Just last week, it was official. Did you hear the news? It's official.
What?
Just last week, after 5.5 years, finally officially divorced.
Oh, that's
official.
Hey, that's excellent news. That's like your divorce was like the longest divorce I've ever even heard of.
Well, we were only married for 7, so we almost...
Yeah, I've had shorter ones than that. And I'm like, where are the papers?
Sign right now.
I didn't even read half the divorce papers I ever signed. I just went, and then I went, shit, what I signed? I should have read that.
It's good being single. Well, I don't want to say being single. That's wrong.
I'm not saying
it's good being not divorced. I have a wonderful girlfriend, but
right.
No, I have girlfriends that we knew back in high school.
Hey, mine's a blessing in disguise.
Oh,
well, that's awesome. And people find each other differently in different eras of time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she already said she wouldn't have dated me back in high school, and you know what? I agree. I wouldn't have dated me.
No,
it's good to finally have that off.
I want to do a quick shout out. I don't know if did you know Mike Sloat from high school?
Who?
Mike Sloat.
Oh yeah.
Long haired rocker. He's a rocker.
Black t-shirt wearer.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those.
But
guys. Yeah. Because I got my black.
I know, right? Don't hack them. No, Mike and me go all the way back to almost kindergarten.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, and a few years ago. Yeah, it was just like yesterday. Me and Mike were playing on the playground. Puberty was coming. You're like, hey, did you have any hairs this morning? No, me neither. Damn it.
Well, I thought I had one until I peed out.
Yeah, no, it was left over from when I sat on the toilet and my dad's pube landed on me. So, no, but I'm trying not to be funny. Shout out to the Sloat family who I grew up with, Mike and John, Mike's wife, Lisa, and obviously Mike's father, who, the funny thing, it's not funny. It's not funny, but Mike texted me earlier telling me his mom's condition. She went to hospice and they brought her back home,
Yeah.
Cancer.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Apparently it is. No, so he texted me, he's updating me on his mom's condition. And then I saw that his mom passed after a day we talked. So I was like,
well, that's pretty heavy, G.
Yeah, no. And
we don't want to get too heavy.
No.
But a shout out is appropriate.
Yes. And the first thing that I texted him back was, well, think of it this way, Mike. Look at all the money she'll save on healthcare. And he texted.
Sorry for your family.
No, he texted me back within a minute. I'm like, I'm in so much fucking trouble right now. And he goes, and this is Mike and mine's relationship. We've been friends for so long. We're like a brotherhood. And he goes, that was fucking funny. I go, I thought you were going to be mad. He goes, no, bring it. He said, bring it.
Well, anything that brings someone.
Yeah, no. And because death is weird. People get weird and I told Mike, I said, I just get weird, but he goes,
hey, you know what, Jimmy, we're all dying to get off this planet. So.
And here's the best part is not only was he upset, he tells me a story that he's sending his other friend, one of the crew members that works on the sets. Mike's kind of a pretty big deal. And so it was like a gaff guy. And he was like, hey, because he's, all his crew members had met his mom. And he goes, "Hey, mom passed away today." And he was trying to type in, so sad. But he typed in, "Yeah, so dead." So he texts his buddy.
Oh, so dead.
He texts his buddy, "My mom just passed away." So he's telling me the story. And I'm like, "Can I use it on the show?" I don't even know if I asked him if I should, but I think I threw that by him. But I couldn't let that go. I mean, but Sue Sloat, wonderful woman, used to put me on the wall at Pioneer Elementary because I was a little devil cat. And that's what, I don't know elementary schools you went to, but at Pioneer Elementary right down the street here, if you got in trouble, they go, "Hey, Ryan, you're on the wall for recess." And you literally had to stand there like this on the wall next to your classroom.
You didn't get to go play.
No, there's no recess for Ryan.
You mean for Jimmy? Little Jimmy.
No, I missed so many recesses. I don't even know. I want to just have a recess. I don't even know what that is. Like, oh wait, you get to play? No, Sue put me on the fucking wall again. God damn it. So no, she's a wonderful mom. I love her to death. I'll miss her forever.
Well, you'll be missed.
Did you say I will or she will?
Sue will.
Okay. I was like, I'm not dead, man.
Not yet.
So obviously, gobble gobble.
Thanksgiving
is among us. What do you do for Thanksgiving?
Sure, I'll be working, but
okay. Yeah.
Hospitals 24/7.
No. Hospitals, jails, people get a job as a correction officer or a police officer or in your medical field, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to make a lot of money." Like, well, you don't realize you're not going to be home for the holidays, especially if you're a newbie.
Oh yeah. No.
If you're a newbie, hey, bye to Christmas. When I was a deputy, I spent New Year's Eve, Christmas with inmates.
No.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. I was like, I just hugged them.
Tell them to get on the wall.
Yeah, and we both
Recess for you.
No recess for you, no recess for me.
No, we're gonna do Thanksgiving on the weekend. So.
Oh, are you? Okay, you're not gonna do the Thursday. Now I know your time was critical to make the show, but what do you got? You got work, and then are you like Thanksgiving Day? Or are you just taking off because you do a lot of camping?
I do a lot of camping. Love it. Yeah.
And you do a lot of motocross and biking. And Randy's into that.
Yes, totally.
That's cool.
I got our own dirt bike. Yeah, stuff. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'll just work, do a couple nights, and then we'll just do Thanksgiving on the weekend. How about you guys?
Well, Thanksgiving over here is kind of lackluster after my father died, which was kind of lackluster before my father died. I remember my mom decided one year, she decided to get a turkey in a box. You ever get a turkey in a box? Already prepared, already cut, turkey in a box.
They put the stuffing in?
Yeah.
You know how they...
Sauce, and basically you get a Thanksgiving meal in a box.
But I always wondered about stuffing up a bird's butt. I mean, how can you... Come on, you're putting stuffing up the bird's butt.
Well,
I am...
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I came to say.
We have a little intermission with... That'll all be deleted. Yeah, that was fun. Listen to MJ. MJ's on the show. She wanted to make a special appearance, apparently.
That's good.
And she's killing the sound audio. This is actually funny. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking about that stuffing. You put it up the bird's butt, or do you make your stuffing separate?
Well, I never understood which side the head was and which side the butt was.
Was a whole another each.
Yeah, I can make a wonderful turkey. I mean, I make a badass turkey. Here's the problem. I fucking hate turkey.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't.
Why do you hate turkey?
My dad didn't like it. I didn't like it. And then people get all like, "Oh, turkey sandwiches for weeks. I can't wait." You probably are one of those guys.
I might be.
Yeah. I'm just not into it. I don't see why you can't have Thanksgiving and have enchiladas or lasagna.
Oh, a Mexican things.
Big thing, pasta and some lobster tails. And
A quick message from our sponsor.
Oiled myself a few times in this chair today.
Don't tell your mother.
I think it's time we put you in a nursing home, Dad. Mom's been dead for 12 years.
Nonsense. Tonight I'm going to fuck that shit. Oh yeah.
Just a second, Dad. I hear some strange noises. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Dad, you're never going to believe this. I think my son's a fucking retard. Yesterday, he beat a horse to death with his toy truck. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
He's going to be retarded, like his granddad.
Not to be forced to eat a turkey.
Well, this year we're having ham.
No, that's the only other choice. I fucking hate that too. It's the only other choice you have on Thanksgiving. Turkey or ham. Oh, you don't want turkey, you'll get ham.
Hey, ham
Now,
sandwiches are good too.
Here's the thing. Growing up in my household, that was a staple. Differently, do you like roast?
Like a pot roast or a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what it's marinated in.
And my mom would make a pot roast religiously from the time I was born till not so long ago, every Sunday.
Okay.
And I would tell her, I do not like roast. The fixings are great. You know, you got the mashed potatoes and the roast gravy. And, you know, you got the green beans and all that. And the main course. So I would go to my mom and I go, you continuously make roast every Sunday. And you know I don't like it.
What do you mean that's called a tradition?
Is that
I mean, look at you're even still talking about it to this day. So
I know it's still
the memories that she made for you, the memories that she made are going to
something memories. Take my balls all the time. No, but you know when you had something redundantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then she would switch it and make it ham. Also not a big fan. So then I get to these fucking holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter. What do they ever make? Ham or turkey? You know, it's true. What is that? Why do we have to all gather to eat some shit we don't want to eat?
Well, now what I do like is this time of the year, all the tamales that start coming out.
See,
you know, the Mexican people, they got it down right.
No,
tamales are so good.
Oh. See, Ryan, that's what I'm talking about. Why not do what they do? Why is it got to be turkey?
I don't know.
You know, and people get proud and like, look at my big bird and I'm cutting it up. Look at me. I'm a carver. Look at I'm a carver. Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's basically Thanksgiving in a nutshell.
Well, then we got Christmas right on the corner. So.
Oh, yeah, same meal. Same meal. This is what my Uncle Jerry looks like all the time when he's talking. Is that the same meal?
Just more lights.
So, but you got some, and here's the other problem about Thanksgiving that I have, other than the food. And I might sound like a cynic or critical fuck.
You?
But how come for centuries we have to watch every Sunday Thanksgiving or Thursday Thanksgiving game and it's fucking Dallas or Detroit? First of all, when the fuck is Detroit being worthy of any primetime game? And Dallas is like, since Troy Aikman and Emmett and Michael, what have they done? Nothing. I like Tony Romo. I thought he was good. But
Tony Romo?
Yes. But I mean, no, I like Tony Romo. We can't call him Tony Romo. I'm trying to get a job here. But no, but it's always, why don't they like match up like two juggernauts on Thanksgiving?
I don't know what that came from, you know, and I'm a Niners faithful and I hate Dallas. So to me,
I hate Dallas too.
I just, eat the turkey and fall asleep on the couch anyways. So,
and that's the thing.
I know my folks put on the game. It's just kind of a tradition, but
yeah,
I usually sleep through it anyway.
And that's the other thing. Okay. So everybody knows that football is a Thanksgiving, kind of tradition, staple. But it's funny. Do you guys all sit around the dinner table when it's time to surf?
When it's time to surf?
Serve.
Serve.
Yeah. No, when it's time to surf, Ryan.
Yeah.
When you guys go surfing, we're just going to sit around the dinner.
No, I don't hear so, it's a giddy.
He doesn't have headphones. People give him a break.
No, yeah. No,
technical difficulties.
We always just usually, all the food goes out and you just kind of
Yeah, like what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then go sit down. Or sometimes we do the big table. I think it depends on how many people are there.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
can you get them all around the table, or you got to have the kids' table? Remember the kids' table?
Oh yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows the kids'
And
table.
then the one adult gets stuck there. But no, yeah, I like the buffet style because if you all sit at the table and eat this big fat meal, guess what? You're missing the last game because you're gonna be passed out full of shit and turkey and ham and you're not
Stuffing.
and stuffing and
The bird's butt.
you know what? I like the cranberry out of the can. Don't make me fucking fresh cranberry. I want that shit. I want the can light.
The ribs.
I want to see the ribs of that gelatinous. And I'm eating that shit. I'm not eating the whole where it has the berries in it.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like people like to make that, whatever the fuck it is, with the marshmallow topping. What is it? And the yams. No. That shit is horrible. First of all, fuck marshmallows. And first of all, fuck yams. And then they put them together.
They're doable.
No, but marshmallows. Then they put them together. Nah, the only time a marshmallow is good is if you're roasting over a fire while you're camping and you're half shit faced. There's no good marshmallow, naturally. Come on, man.
Well, hot chocolate. There's another good one.
So I got some newsworthy things that I'll run over. Did you know it's a new fad? Yeah. It's like,
what's that?
Well, I brought sexy back, but that's not what I'm talking about, Ryan. People are cooking their meals in dishwashers.
What?
Yeah, you haven't seen this?
Cooking their meals in dishwashers?
Yeah.
Now,
Like steak.
I've heard of like salmon.
I've seen salmon, steaks, lasagnas, fucking everything. They put it in the dishwasher, and it's called some weird Mediterranean way of cooking, which I don't buy.
Poach it in the dishwasher. I've poached salmon in about 100 dishwashers around the world, and trust me, there's never been a dull party.
For shit.
So do you have to do a certain cycle, or do you have to like do the whole thing?
I don't even know. I've seen them, and so what they do is they vacuum seal, like if they're going to do a steak, they vacuum seal it, put it in the dishwasher, hit whatever cycle, and there they go. And they eat a fucking ribeye. Hell,
what if you had a little hole in your bag?
that's a whole different story, right?
Is that a whole new meaning to type?
I hope I don't ever have a hole in my bag. That would be weird. But yeah, so people are, they're really doing that.
Okay.
So what if you went over to Wendy's house? Because I just cooked us a beautiful meal.
Oh yeah, I got to get it out of the.
Let me get it out of the dishwasher. Yeah.
Well,
you'd be like,
I've heard of clean eating, but that's a little.
Wait, I have
excessive.
Don't wait yet. Wait, I have to put it in the dryer and put it on tumble for about 15 minutes, and it'll be perfect pasta.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I could say that I'm willing to give just about any meal a try. So I guess if it was happening, I would sit down and smile and say, "Honey, that was interesting."
I don't think I could do it. And you're like, what? Wait a minute, my steak just came from the second wash.
That was on the pot and pan cycle.
Here's you're a nurse. I never understood medically induced comas, because if you survive something, and you're like, hey, I made it. And then you go, wait, we're gonna put you in a medical induced coma. I'm alive. No. And now you're in a coma?
Well, Jimmy, do you want the real answer as to why we do that?
I would love the real answer.
So usually if someone gets some kind of injury, either to their heart or to their brain.
Yes, this is
a lot of times what they'll do is they have to intubate you. So they have to put a tube down your throat and assist you to breathe. Well, in doing so, could you imagine trying to be awake and breathe through a straw?
Well, that would be rough. I did have a procedure not too long ago where they put me out and they put that mouth guard in and stuck a camera down my throat.
Okay, so they were very kind, and I'm sure you don't remember any of it.
I was fine. No, and I woke up so clear-headed and felt fucking awesome. It was weird. Because usually, as I told them before I went in, I said, anesthesia kind of makes me nauseous. They go, oh, no, don't worry about it. And I woke up, dude, it was weird. It was like the clearest wake up ever in the, was it pre-op? And I went, hey. And they thought, I needed a ride. I actually drove myself home.
Good.
Yeah. No, I was like, actually, no, my girlfriend picked me up, but I was like, I could have drove myself home. And she's
That's
like,
probably be a bad thing.
no,
really.
but she was like, holy crap, you seem better than normal. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It was great.
They gave you some really good.
No, I was like, put me back in there. I need some more fluids, some hydration. Yeah, no, it was.
So anyways, Jimmy, to finish up,
Yeah.
they put the tube down your throat to help you breathe. And they usually, if you have those injuries too, though, they cool the body, they cool your body down. And so they have to paralyze you and sedate you while you have the tube down your throat, while they cool you down.
Procedures.
And so they have to put you in a coma, or your body would shake so much you would use all your glucose, you would get hot, you would have all these things that would make your body unstable.
So
They
basically,
put you in a coma.
yeah. So basically, every morning I wake up.
In a coma.
No, well, it's close to a coma, but all those things you described, yeah, the glucose and
Yeah, all that stuff. So they just do that so they can have 100% control of your body.
okay, well that's
So,
good.
so they have you go through that, and then they bring you out. They bring you out of, well, they call it a coma, but they paralyze you and they sedate you. And so you can tolerate the breathing machine. And once they do trials, and once your body seems to be handling it, then first of all, they take off the paralyzation, and then they slowly back off the sedation until they think you're ready to have that tube come out.
Look at Ryan Sweet, everybody on the Jamby show. That is great knowledge. And I went, great. Great knowledge.
Little TMI.
Yeah, that was great knowledge. Thank you, Ryan.
My pleasure.
No, I never understood. I'm like, well, if I'm not in a coma, well, fuck, you want to put me in
Well,
one?
that's why they call it a medically induced.
Yeah, it's like multiple sclerosis. I don't know how you get it more than once. Fucking doesn't even make sense. Why is it multiple?
Wasn't one time bad enough?
Yeah, right. And you got it once. Now you got multiple fucking sclerosis. Good God. Asperger's. I don't even want to touch Asperger's.
So
It's like, what? Do you have a an ass that's shaped like a burger? It's all like, where you see ground beef and that's your cheeks. Ground beef cheeks. You have Asperger's. That's what you have. Or you're just not really right in the head and you're an Asperger. Because
couple guys back in high school.
no, I never understood Asperger's. Is it Asperger's with cheese?
Asperger's.
Did you get cheese on the Asperger's? Because if they open up, we should open up a burger joint and it's called Asperger's.
Asperger's are on.
Asperger's with us with cheese. And this could be bad. We're not sure what we're serving. It's off some big fat girl's ass, and it looks like ground beef. So
That's the cheese.
yeah. And other newsworthy stuff. I mean, Biden is still retarded. I don't know your politically stance on that, but I don't really look at what's going on with the political things. But every once in a while, I'll come across something that he says, and I'm like, huh? But that's all I'm going to leave it at that. You can retort if you want. It's just weird. Do you do Black Friday? Is that a thing? Because I know a lot of people do the Black Friday. And why's it got to be black?
I have a black t-shirt.
Why's it got to be black? Why can't it be Gray Friday?
Well,
Brown Friday?
Black Friday's matter.
Oh, Brown Friday.
Black
Black Fridays matter.
Yeah, I thought it was Black Friday all year round now.
Well, then they have
emails.
then
Black
they have a
Friday.
white sale. I mean, with how everything's so PC nowadays, you got Black Friday and a white sale. They're all going to fight each other sooner or later. It's going to be white, but it's going to be black. I don't know, but I don't do the Black Friday. I actually shop like Christmas Eve if I have the means. But no, yeah, I'm a late shopper at Christmas time.
I'll do a few things on the internet now on Black Friday.
Yeah.
But I usually find I go down my list of things I'm looking at for everybody, and on Black Friday I'm like, oh yeah, but I like that. I like, wait, I think I bought too much.
But do you want to really get there at like 4 a.m.?
No, I just do it. I don't do it.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you do it.
I do it on the computer.
Okay, yeah.
I tried that a few times, and you know what?
You really did?
That was crazy, dude.
You didn't get trampled.
No, it was like crazy. I was like, this is
Bunch
not
of
good.
bunch of ghetto motherfuckers trying to run you over.
All I know.
Right out the door. They ain't even paying.
No, they got that going in Wisconsin, right?
No, but yeah, the Black Friday thing, that would be annoying. And I would just start punching people if I was getting trampled. I mean, I love
No,
it.
it's all on the internet.
Yeah. Did you hear about, here's a new thing. So, you know, pot's basically legal up here, California North. You know, basis.
Yeah, all of California.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're in the green.
Well, what's going on now is people that are cultivating marijuana in fields legally, cops are raiding them, taking the weed, and it becomes unaccounted for.
Oh,
Yeah. And
who's counting?
so apparently the new thing is it's a new ring. Well, it's legal. So the cops are like, and I'm not saying all cops. There's a lot of good cops, but there's some crooked motherfuckers out there. And I actually wrote down crooked cops, not good cops, because I love law enforcement. I'm all about true blue. But yeah, they're raiding pot fields and loading up trucks. And it's totally legal to the people that had the plants. And they just drive off. And then they ask one of these, or not the detective, the sergeant from the police department that's been doing this. And they go, do you have any proof or video of if you burnt all this? Because they said, what happens to the marijuana? And he goes, well, normally we burn it all. And he said, well, normally. And they go, do you have any video of burning it? No, we don't. And there's money and there's drugs and things that see, everything can get corrupt. You figure,
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't heard about this, but
I just saw it today and I was like, I was intrigued because it's like, well, there's a racket. Because, you know, there's a racket for everything.
there is.
If there's a
Exactly.
profit to be made, so let's say these crooked cops, they get a bundle, like they get bushloads of good quality marijuana. They break it down in a secret society and then they sell it to the distributors and they make money. And then all of a sudden their families are eating good. They got like 5 turkeys on Thanksgiving. Hey, bring that extra turkey in. Yeah, I got 4 turkeys on the table. Stolen this motherfucking weed for this? Yeah.
You take it easy on the salad, kids.
Fuck us, eat. You ever loaned something to a friend and you regretted it? Like something
Many
that,
times.
no,
I
but
remember that time back in high school, the girlfriend I had.
no, but something that came
What-
back.
Didn't I loan her to you?
Now I had a little episode recently and loaned something out
Yeah.
and it came back like just horrid.
Oh,
And,
that's the worst.
and I was like, what? And I was very upset, but it was just, it basically the whole thing, it amazed me. Like if I borrowed your truck, okay, I said, I got to go to the dumps, Ryan. I have a truck. And I took it to the dumps, okay, and I brought it back. Floor mats, muddy, mud sprinkled on the inside of the doors. Whole cab is
I'm going Jimmy, dude.
whole bed is full of mud, mud splashed on the outside and the undercarriage, all that stuff you love about your truck.
Mhm.
And I went, here, Ryan, thank you.
Well, I'd be a little upset with you, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so
So we got to call this guy out.
no, no. It's a common thing. You know, it's all about
Respecting other people.
respecting other people's property and common courtesy. You know, we go to my next door neighbor, Kevin, awesome guy, him and his wife, Paula, and he has a really cool dump trailer. And every now and then, you know, I go, hey, I call him up, you know, hey, can I use your dump trailer if you're not using it? Sure. And we'll go to the dumps or whatever, and we'll bring him back, and we will power wash that fucker out,
Yeah,
do the wheels, the whole thing. You bring it back,
it's the right thing to do.
smelling like lemon fucking fresh pledge.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how we go. But I didn't get that. And unfortunately, my girlfriend didn't get that. But it sucks because that's the way it should be.
Well, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
And I personally feel that if I borrow someone's something, I am always going to bring it back in better shape than when I borrowed it.
Always.
Always. And if something happens or you break something,
Then you buy
I
it.
go buy him a new one.
Yeah. You always buy it. You always buy it. So do you guys do any of the flag football turkey bowls?
Turkey balls. What?
Turkey bowls. No,
I don't
turkey balls.
have my headphones in.
Oh, turkey bowls.
Turkey balls. Let's see here. No, I stay away from the turkey balls.
Yeah, you know we used to do them. Yeah, no, we used to do them as a kid. You know what they do
Turkey
nowadays?
balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
Yeah, the football games. I think you made one of them.
yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day when my dad was alive and he was there. Yeah, and it was tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was mud and tackle and blood and rainy and everybody's freezing and wet.
so much fun.
I know. You know what they do nowadays?
What's that?
They have flag football turkey bowls.
Ooh.
Co-ed.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. You're
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
it sounds like fun. I guess. Yeah. No,
Flag.
well, flag, not tackling. I mean, look, our society.
My dad played in
got
those
man
games.
buns now.
My dad played in those games and some of his buddies when they're 48, 50 years old. So, yeah,
That's like our age.
I know, right? And guess what? They came out and they kind of kicked their ass a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what it was supposed to be because they're all old school tackle football guys. And that's who I am. I'm not a flag football fan whatsoever. I call it, I can't say it. It starts with an F and there's no L. Football. We'll just call it at that. And, I would like it if they did tackle instead of the co-ed. All the wives and girlfriends would go on the opposite field and they'd battle each other. No flags and tackle each other.
Well, they did have that back in our day.
Like, like some of these wives and girlfriends, they're like out there with shoulder pads and tits hanging out. And, hey, I'll paint shoulder padded out with their
Well,
tongue.
we have the women's indoor football league. You ever watch that?
I've seen it.
Those girls are pretty tough.
No, they are. I mean, it's kind of like WWE,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough women. They're tough women, and hey, they're athletes. Good for them. You're a health guy. I'm a believer in marijuana over pills because all the pills have so many side effects.
Yeah.
Like, gummies or if you smoke. Either way, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you feel better as far as your, condition. But it's like, it might not be the cure, but if you're taking like 6, 7 bottles of different pills every morning and every night, imagine all the side effects in that circle.
Oh,
Because there's no way all 7 or 8 pills come with a side effect that might fuck you up.
mm-hmm.
Because you see it on TV. I don't know if I have severe or minor psoriasis, whatever the fuck that is.
Well,
Psoriasis.
and yeah, so what you're trying to say is should we all grow our own medicine in our backyard?
No, I'm more of from my issues I've had with my stomach and everything, I've found it that Western medicine, which I love, it's done great things. I'm not a downer in that, but I'm kind of going the holistic style. So,
Well, that's good. And Jimmy, I am a nurse and I do a lot of Western medicine, but I believe in the Eastern medicine. I believe in doing whatever makes our bodies well.
yeah.
I mean, really being an intensive care nurse and ER nurse and a flight nurse, and doing trauma and stuff. I got people out of really bad situations, took them to the hospital in their deepest, darkest day. If you saw me, it was your worst day. And, we were doing things for people that were, if we didn't do them, they would die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I read all that.
my level of care that I do in nursing is a lot different than saying maybe we shouldn't just push pills all day long. But when it comes to it, I think a holistic approach is the way to do it. And most doctors and most nurses will say the same thing: is we need to do what's right for the person. I don't think any of the Pfizer
Yeah.
or Moderna, I don't think any of those companies would agree with us. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
pill,
Yeah.
this pill will do it.
But those companies like Pfizer and all that, they want to push their medicine on the doctors to sell more. You ever see that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal? It's all about that. Google Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
Yeah.
And there's a whole movie about him selling prescriptions to doctors. in medical offices and hospitals, and it tells you the whole story on how they push it and who accepts. And being a nurse, you probably thought I love it.
I might understand it a little bit better than the average Joe, but that being said, I think I appreciate that you're saying you like to be more holistic. And I think most people would agree, and even nurses and most of the doctors agree that if you can take care of yourself at home, I think it's the best thing, because the really bad bugs don't live at home. They live in hospitals. So just stay away from the hospital.
You know what the best part about this is? I'm going to go grab my can of chewing this bitter. Gunner can edit this right out. He's actually pretty good at what he... Keep talking, Ryan.
Oh, hey. I would do what all the girls have been doing on TikTok and stuff, and I would lay there with my button ear and do my feet behind me with the bunny ears. Some Reels, isn't it? Reels or TikTok or...
Sorry. All right, so he's a really good editor.
I'm sure he is.
He last week, I swear to God, I didn't know he said action. I sat here and made up a song called Babalu.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No.
Oh yeah, it was on episode 2. And I was like, I don't know if we're rolling. For like 15 minutes, I had no idea we were rolling. So I get off the table, and I'm like, Gunner, are we rolling? He goes, I did this. That means we're rolling. Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I just did a whole song and I was bored. Hey, so I got here's the thing. You ever get a weird text from the past from like an ex? Probably 1,000 times a day, you weirdo.
Not really. Not unless it's time to go back to court for something, but that's over.
That's pretty good.
No, it's good.
Yeah, no. So probably about...
So what kind of text are you getting?
All right. So probably about, I want to say 2.5 years ago, I get this text, and it's an apology text, right? A girl I was involved with for a while, and then I knew she went off the heezy. So it was the apology. She's like making amends.
Okay, was she 12-stepping? That's usually one of the steps.
No, that's what you would think.
Right?
So I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I get this long text, and it was so bizarre. It's like, well, I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry for all the messed up things I did and all the things I said to you. And it was like, this is where it gets funny. You're like, this sounds like a tragic story, Jimmy, but if
you seen the wrong guy?
No. And
hey, Bob. It's been so long.
No, and I read a little more, and she's like, I'm living in a van, and I don't want to die in a van.
Can I come on your couch?
No, see, this is where you never reply. This is where you don't even touch that button. You don't even say, I hope you're okay. You don't even open Pandora's fucking web on this. And so I said nothing. And all I could think of was, I live in a van down by the river. So I told Gunner, and I told Christy, and I told my other son, Brandon. I go, yeah, she's like fucking Chris Farley. She's living in a van down by the river. Now, the funny part about this segment is, what you texted me, the fuck you think? Yeah, okay. What river is that? I'm on my way. No. Hey.
Obviously, you and I may have had some different ex-girlfriends.
Start swimming. If the tide comes up and the river starts to rise, float down river in your fucking van. I don't know what the fuck you wanted from me, but
I don't think I would respond to that text.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Obviously, relationship, we're happy. But you see these young guys go, they always, they're like, they go in bars and they can't read the room. They really can't read the room anymore. these young bucks, they have no idea what they're dealing with. Because if you're smart about it, a lot of those girls at that bar are easy fucking pickings. But you gotta be smart. You gotta know what the hell you're choosing. Now, some easy pickings, you don't want to pick that pickings. That's bad pick. Like, you ever pull a vegetable out of the ground and like, oh, that's rotten. Yeah. That's a night at the bar. You're like, oh, ooh.
I think usually it depends on how many cocktails you've had, Jimmy.
Well,
You might have your
your
beer goggles on.
That's the smart part. You got to be smart.
Yeah.
But if you pull a vegetable out and it smells like fucking salmon, put it back. Put it back. I'm just saying. Here's the funny, and you see it, and I know you see it because you comment all the time, which cracks me up on it all the time. I am so confused about the women on Facebook who claim they don't want a man, they don't want a relationship, but then they post what they post. You've seen it 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What is that?
They want some attention. And Jimmy, I don't think they're getting the attention from a man. I think they're looking for attention from every man.
That's retarded.
Please don't. It's safe.
So they don't want a man.
Safe.
They don't want a relationship.
It's like the chicks that like gay guys, right?
What?
Because it's safe, right?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I know they're just buddies.
No, they go out with the gay guys because they know they got someone to talk about their dress and it's effeminate and they know they're not going to try to hit on them.
Then why post pictures on Facebook like half dressed,
Right.
all with the lighting and all like, I don't want a man.
I don't want a man.
And it's like, then don't put that shit. Put a picture of you in an apron cooking a fucking pie. That sounded like from 1940s.
The 1950s kind of man that you're looking.
No,
I don't think they're looking for men. I think they're looking for lots of men, Jimmy.
but they claim they don't. And that's the part that bothers me. It's like you're lying. You're lying to the public. You're lying to yourself.
It's Facebook.
I think a couple times
It's
I've
Facebook,
actually,
Jimmy.
I think a couple times there.
Because everything on Facebook is true, right?
No, I think a couple times I couldn't stand it anymore. And I just like, stop fooling fucking everybody and yourself. And
Yeah.
I get blocked very fast. Boom. But
That's okay.
it'll happen on Big Joe. I just want them to realize that they look stupid.
Well, when
They
you tell,
really
when
look-
you tell them, Jimmy, I'm sure they appreciate that, right?
I'm telling them right now. Women, listen up. This is Jamby. If you post pictures seductively and half dressed on Facebook constantly and you don't want a man, all you are is a cock tease, and go shut the hell up and start doing other things. I can't help you with that. It's the truth. No, if you ever looked at your responses to these things, it's like Garth Bobby John from fucking Louisiana who said, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to be on you. That's all you're going to get. You're not going to get respectful guys. So, just stop. And don't go on fucking dating sites. That's just a bit.
So Jimmy,
I can't speak for this guy.
Yeah. Then they wonder why they get all those guys saying all those things. They're like, then they wonder why it's like men are disgusting. They say all these disgusting things. Well, there are a lot of disgusting people out there. And if you put that out there, that's what you're going to get. So stop them.
Well, bottom phrase really is your pics says you want dicks.
Oh.
It does. Your pics say you want dicks. So if you don't think it says you want dicks, you're fooling yourself because you want some dick like 24/7. And I don't know, you got to fix that problem. It's weird.
You get something with larger than AA.
Into the throne of Jamby. I don't know how to help you women. I have respect for women. I think they should respect themselves a little bit more.
I agree with you.
Nobody wants that. I mean, yeah, the guys who want that.
Yeah, they're all those young bucks that don't know any better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they haven't had the life experiences of what the fuck.
Well, when they have a divorce or two, they might change their minds.
Did you know? All right, this should have been in the news session, but I thought I'd bring it up.
Okay.
We're getting close to wrapping up. Today is the 58th anniversary of JFK's death.
JFK.
Yeah.
Wow, I never knew the guy, but I heard about him.
Me neither. What? I had a stroke. It's a good thing he's a nurse. I'll have a stroke or a heart attack, and yeah, you know what? It's okay. You can give me mouth to mouth.
Wow,
That sounded gay, but
you're dying, Jimmy.
no, don't let me die. Don't let me die. I got health issues, man. I got high blood pressure. I just collapsed. Ryan's just gonna like step over me and then go in his truck and drive out. And goes, I was never on the show. And then text Gunner later, edit me out of the whole fucking show. Yeah, anniversary of JFK's death, man. Allegedly was gonna be the greatest, but when you're too great, what happens to you?
You get shot.
What happened to his brother?
Got shot. Either they were too great or they had their hands in the wrong cookie jar.
Well, yeah, JFK banging Marilyn Monroe, hanging out with Frank Sinatra, who's connected with the mob, and then little brother's coming up after he gets killed, and then it's the same shit all over again. And I think Lee Harvey Oswald was the poor bastard who was the patsy the whole time.
The fall guy.
I don't think he did anything. I think they said, Lee, go in the suppository, stand there with a rifle. They didn't even fucking load the bullets. We don't trust Lee. We ain't putting no bullets in that gun.
Who knows, right?
Well, how do you get shot from the front and the back from the same place?
There's only one shooter, right?
What?
That's what they said on the
Yeah, because
Facebook.
Because
Everything's true.
You just shoot a guy from the back of the head, and it'll fly through his head, hit a brick wall, and then ricochet back, and then go right through his forehead.
Yeah, that's a damn good
You know what? That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I see it on Expendables. I've seen it. It could be done. It could be. But
Wow.
I mean, it's like, was he a posse or was he posse from Happy Days? It's the same guy. He's just, posse from Happy Days, and really never knew what was going on. He like, every once in a while he'd saying,
Happy Days. The younger generation wouldn't even know who that was.
Well, I would like to thank my co-host from a while back.
Good to be back on the show, Jimmy.
That's awesome. Did you have a good time?
Always.
You really did? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about this guy. I don't know if he's having fun. You give a shout out for Thanksgiving. You go first.
Happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all good night. Oh, wait.
I think that you mix Thanksgiving with Christmas.
That's Christmas. No, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Yeah. And I hope that you and yours has a good one. I know I'll be working, but at the same time, I'll get mine on the weekends. So I'll still get my stuffing from the birds.
All right. I would like to wish. I would like to wish. I can't even. I would like to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, whatever you guys call it. And I also like to say, if one person comes to me, what, you don't like turkey? How about the turkey sandwiches? Fuck your turkey sandwiches all week. I fucking don't like those either. What the gobble these nuts. Thank you. Good night. JambyVision, always. Jamby Show. Follow us on
JambyVision.
Follow us on YouTube and Facebook and whatever you can find us on. We really need your support. This is probably going to be one of our best shows, right? Ever.
I thought they were all the best.
I think this one
Oh, okay.
might be the best.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds good.
going to go with this one, Ryan.
All right.
But it's our holiday special.
Oh, it's our holidays.
Yeah, Thanksgiving special. Hey, do we do one before Christmas?
I think we
Christmas special. Oh, we can wear Santa hats and shit.
Oh,
I had
jingle balls.
We didn't get to it, but I'm thinking I'm saving it for Christmas time, but I wanted us to do it. Oompa Loompas.
So let's see if it ever
In the spirit of the holidays. Because, Willy Wonka comes out around Thanksgiving, Christmas time.
Stupid.
But, I mean, you come up, when you go home, write down your versions of an Oompa Loompa song. I'll write down mine. You know, I mean, you can go, there's a whole spectrum of Oompa Loompa you can do. I was going to have us wear tighty whities. Tighty whities on Oompa Loompa song.
Okay.
No. I mean, you go, Oompa Loompa Doompa Doo. Here are my nuts soaking wetting for you. Oompa Loompa Doopity will come in your butthole, oh yeah. And then you go, then you shout and you go, maybe a whole big fancy slut.
Okay, we'll say that for the next.
Yes. That's just off the top of the head. And then the best part is I'll tap you and you go, I don't like the looks of this. Remember that? So that's the Jammy Show. It's a wrap. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, America. Thank you guys.